Hey everybody, Kyuusei here, doing a new deck profile on a new Chronofang build. I did one a while ago. This one's pretty much pure Zodiac Time Beast. Not going for crazy Demiurge stuff, just trying to play Chronofang. I'm going to start off a little differently, going to go in reverse grades. So for threes, playing 4, Chronotiger G. GB1, Vanguard rearguard skill, Soul Blast 1, choose one of your other rearguards and bind it face up. At the end of battle that he attacks, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose one of your opponent's rears in the same column, and your opponent puts that unit on the bottom of their deck. This guy's just here because his name's Chronofang, really. He's a Zodiac Time Beast, which is cool, but his name's Chronofang. That's about it. Main grade 3, Chronofang Tiger. GB2, when you're striding, if you bind the card you stride with, it gets +3 grade, so you can stride with any card. His on-play skill is choose a card from hand and bind it face up. When he's placed on ban, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose one of your opponent's rear cards. They return to their deck, and they call a card at grade -2. It's really good with our starter, which I'll explain later, but it's really useful for getting rid of little pesky starters, because they can't call grade -2. For grade 2s, we're running... Hey Fred, what are you doing over here? 4 History Maker. Skill, Counterblast 1. When he attacks the van, you can pay the cost. If you do, choose up to one of your other rearguards and time leap it. He's good because he lets us turn cards into other cards. Sometimes your field's not optimal, he lets you make it better. 3 Pulsar Speedy Bunny. I'm testing him out. He's a 9K Zodiac Time Beast grade 2. His skill is during your turn he gets +1000 for each of your other Zodiac Time Beast units. He gets big sometimes. I'm just playing him now because he's a ZTB and that's about it. Our final grade 2 is 4 Pulsar Tamer Luger Array. So he's an 11K attacker if you have a ZTB Vanguard. And he has Soul Blast 1 when your drive check reveals a grade 3 Zodiac Time Beast, so any of them in this deck, you can time leap him. So having an 11K attacker that gives you another 11K attack is pretty sweet. I'm liking him so far. We run into some issues with Soul between him and Chronofang, but usually it's worth using his skill. Just manage your Soul properly and it should be fine. For grade 1s, 4 Steam Breath, because you need to stride. We never use a Search a Chrono Jet skill because there's no Chrono Jet. 4 Steam Keeper Labashim. Choose a card from your hand and discard it. When he's placed on a card from hand, you can pay the cost, any perks, you know, simple, normal perks. His secondary skill is GB1. Choose a card from your hand and discard it. When he's placed on rear from your deck due to time leap, you may pay the cost and return him to hand. He's one of the reasons we play History Maker. He's searchable. Searching perfects for turns that are going to be scary is super useful. The rest of our grade 1 lineup is little tech choices. 2 Pulsar Tamer Nepeta. Nepeta is really good. If you have a Zodiac Time Beast Van, she gains Intercept, and she can intercept from the back row, which is really interesting for a grade 1. And if she's rest, she can't be chosen by the effects of your opponent's cards, so you can use her to pseudo-resist plays. Chronoethos Jackal. When he attacks, if you have a Zodiac Time Beast Van, he gets +4K, so he's an 11K attack in grade 1. So he's really good with one of our strides, Split Pegasus, that I'll go into later. And 2 Gadget Maiden Maki, which is placed on banner rear Soul Charge. It's good because it lets you be a little more aggressive with your plays because you don't have to worry about running out of soul. Triggers. 4 Chronotherapy Hamster, just your heal, your ZTB, it doesn't matter now, but if we ever get Altered Dragon, it will. 4 Night Barking Gear Tabby. He's Chronofang special crit. Put him into your soul when he's bound from rearguard. If you have a Vanguard with Chronofang, you can pay the cost, put him in, draw a card, and choose one of your bands and give it +5. He's really good with Rebellion, the Stride. I'll get into him a little later too. 4 Lucky Pot Draco Kid, put in soul, give a rear 3. Makes numbers. 1 Chrono Dose Sheet, because 5 draws is pretty useful in a 4 drive check deck. 1 Pulsar Rush Boar, 2 Chrono Valley Rabbit, so altogether 7 crit, 5 draw, 4 heal. Our starter we're running is Chronotiger. Counterblast 1, put him into your soul. When your opponent's rearguard is put into his or her deck during your turn, if you have Vanguard with Chronofang in its card name, you pay the cost. If you do, choose a face-up card from your bind zone, call it to rear, and that unit gets +4. So he's really good because you ride the 3, take it from your hand, put it in bind zone, send their starter, whatever, troubling rearguards there, back to deck. Counterblast 1, put him in soul, call the card, you put in bind zone from Chronofang's effect, back to the field +4. So he's really good for just making that skill work. For G-Zone, run it pretty standard still. 1 Rafana, which he's placed on guard circle, choose one of your grade 1 or greater rear guards, return it to deck, search up to 1 grade 0 card and call it. If you call it a card, she gets +10 shield until out of battle. Just really good for big attacks. Run in 3 retroactive Time Maiden Uluru. When you guard with her, you can take a normal unit and a trigger unit from your drop zone, put on the bottom of your deck. If you return 2 cards this way, she gets +5 shield. So super good, especially considering we're not playing Legion. For the actual strides, we're running 4 Metal Pulsar Split Pegasus. So he's a new guy, he's a Zodiac Time Beast stride. During your turn, if he's face up, all Zodiac Time Beast units in your front row get +1000, and that's a G-Zone skill. So the more you stride him during your turn, the bigger your field just passively gets, up to +4. His actual skill is Counterblast 1, choose a face-down card from your G-Zone, turn it face up. If you have a Zodiac Time Beast Heart, choose one of your grade 1 or greater rears, return it to deck, search for up to 2 Zodiac Time Beasts with grade -1, and call them. So I like him because he gives us an easy field presence without dropping hand. You play a grade 3, like a Chronofang, use his skill, turn it into Lugal Arrays. If you have just a grade 2, put it down, call 2 Chrono Ethos Jackals for 2 11Ks, call it Jackal and a Nepidoff, or a column that gives you some defense, 2 Nepidas for more shield. He gives you a lot of options with a free field, and I'm having a lot of fun playing around with him. My favorite thing is he gives you GB2 first stride, which Chronofang really likes because of his GB2 skill. Our big win con is Chronotiger Rebellion. He passively gets +5 for every 2 cards in bind zone. His GB2 skill is Soul Blast 1, choose a face down card named Chronofang Rebellion from your G-Zone, turn it face up, choose a card from your hand and rear guards and bind them face up. When he attacks, if you have a hard card with Chronofang, he may pay the cost. If you do, he gets +1 crit, +1 drive check until end of battle. Double quick quad drive is super strong, and there's not many cards that get a bunch of drive checks, so having this effect is really cool. He's the reason we're running 8 Chronofangs in our 3 lineup. He's our bread and butter win con. If he goes off, cool. If not, you have a few other ways to play out of things. For more of the Control-y matchup, we're still running 2 Interdimensional Dragon Bind Time. GB2, Counterblast 2, Soul Blast 1, choose a face-down card, name him from your G-Zone, and turn it face up. When he attacks, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose 1 or more of your rear guards, bind them face up. He gets +10 and a crit until end of turn, and for each card in your bind zone, your opponent chooses one of his or her rear guards and puts them on the bottom of his or her deck in any order. If you have a Gear Beast Heart card, which both Chronofangs are Gear Beast and Zodiac Time Beast, Counter Charge 2, Soul Charge 2. So his effect's just a +1 soul for cost. I really like the deck. It's not Jet in terms of consistency, but you have a lot of playmaking options, and it's a really fun alternative way to play Gear Chronicle. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. We'll post more videos. See ya.